Hello and thank you for joining us. This is the Benelink Setup Guide. Today's presentation is going to focus on creating custom plans and policies. Based on the last presentation, the workflow process, we realized that during the present phase, we really need to build out custom plans as well as build out policies so we can attach them to our custom proposal. This presentation is going to focus on creating the custom plans from a brand new plan. We're going to show you how to create a custom plan from a cloning, and then we're going to show you how to add them to a custom proposal. We're also going to show you how to create policies. We're going to create a composite policy for you to view, an age-rated policy, and then we're also going to show you how you can add those policies to your custom proposal. So let's get started. Once I log into my Benelinks account, to create my custom plan, I'm first going to go to my plan object. First step is if I want to create a brand new plan from scratch. I'm going to go to my new button here, and it's going to give me the option to select my plan type. I'm going to select a disability policy. And again, when I create it from brand new, it's going to have absolutely no information filled in. So I'm going to have to fill all the information in. Let me build out a disability policy. By creating the plan name, again, anything in asterisk needs to be filled out. I'm going to pull in a carrier from my plan library. I'm going to decide the contribution strategy, and then I'm going to build out my plan. 60% maybe, and then monthly maximum, 6,000 per month. Waiting period is 90 days. Once we build out our plan, we can hit save. So that's how we can build out a brand new plan from scratch. However, as I've told people over and over again, it's not the most effective way to build out a plan. So the best way is to, if we can, we'll grab an existing plan and we'll clone it. And what that does, it copies the details of that plan. So let's create a cloned plan. Let's pretend like we're creating a current existing plan from 2019. I have my 2020 plans, health plans. I'm going to go into a plan that's very similar to the plan I want to clone and create. So I've got my plan pulled up. It's a 2020 plan. Now, instead of hitting new, I'm going to go into my plan and hit clone. It's basically going to copy all the details of that plan. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this plan name to maybe 2019 current. Okay. And then I'm going to change the details of this plan that I want to be specific to my new plan. One of them being, I'm going to change the year because I'm going to go backwards, right, and add this as a prior plan. Definitely want to get rid of the SBC link because I don't have that link from a prior plan. That'll actually remove the link as well. And then I'm going to change the details of this policy. Okay, so I'm going to go in here, change the subtle pieces of this policy. But the benefit of cloning, like I said, is I don't have to go in and start from scratch and create all these fields. There's a lot of data in here. So I'm just going to go through and change the details of my plan that are relative to my new plan name. And now I can hit save. That's how easy it is to create a new plan from cloning. Let me show you another function for cloning. Let's go back to my disability plan, right? So I'm going to go back in. I'm going to grab my disability, long-term disability. I built one. But now let's say I need to build this plan and attach it to multiple carriers. I'm going to go into the plan. I'm going to go back into my clone. Now instead of changing the plan details or even the name, I'm just going to grab a different carrier. Right? So now I want to attach the exact same plan design information, but attach it to Anthem. That is another way I can clone. That's how easy it is to create a custom plan. Every time I create a new plan now, I'm adding to my plan library, right? So I can build out my library. I've got the plan design information in here that I got from my plan library from Veracred, but I also now can build out my own custom plans and add them to my library. And I can see that I just built out some custom plans. And again, just a reminder, once I add the plans in, I never have to add them again. I can just pull in that information. Let's go in and now add a custom plan to a proposal. Let's go back to our Bob's Bakery proposal. Now we've got disability. So let's go in to our related list and we're going to add those custom plans into our proposal. Because I've got them built into my library now, I can pull those plans into my proposal. So I go into New, under my related list. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to search for that plan. That's 60%. You can see now I can pull those plans in from my library. Because they're disability, I'm going to go down to my disability section. I'm going to still put in my number of eligible. Now I'm going to put my rate in and my volume for my quote. Now I've just added a disability quote to my policy. If I go into list all the view all, I can see it. Okay. So I'm going to add the other policy in, right? I can go and now I can add all those custom plans in that I've just built. Pull up those plans. I'm going to add yet another disability policy, put in the number of insured, my rate. This one's a little bit more expensive. And now I've added that policy to my proposal. And if I generate now, I'll be able to see those disability policies added to my custom proposal. Okay. Don't forget to enable. I was in the prior presentation. Now if I scroll all the way to the back, right, I want to see my disability. There we go. I've just added those policies and the details and the rates into my proposal. So if we go through implementation, with Aporva, they will mass import your policies. If you're just going to be adding in your existing policies as you use the system, let me show you how you can do that. And again, to create a custom proposal and go through the process of adding in our current versus our mapped, we have to have policies in here. And again, policies are sold plans, right? So there's multiple ways we can go and add policies. Again, we can go under our account, Bob's Bakery, go to our related list, under our policy related list and go and hit New. Okay? We can also go under our general object and hit New. Again, the difference is going to be we're going to have to grab our account name and attach it to Bob's Bakery. The group number, we can add it in. And again, we're going to put in all the fields that are required. This is going to be a medical plan. I'm going to put the effective date in. And again, if we're putting it in a policy that's about to ready to go through renewal, then our effective date isn't October of this year. It's going to be October of 2019. I'm going to pick my carrier, Anthem. I'm going to pick my plans. I'm going to grab a plan. This is the plan I just built. And this is a 2019 plan, so I'm going to grab that plan. That's the plan design I want attached to this. And I'm going to pick my 4-tier composite. Enforce, again, all the required fields. And then I'm going to put in the actual rates. Because it's a composite rate, I can put in the premiums per tier. And I hit save. I've now just built my first custom policy. If I go back into, I can see what was saved. If I want to update the contribution strategy, I'm going to do that after the fact. Okay, I'm going to go up to this button here and update contribution strategy. Because it's a composite policy, it's going to give me the composite contribution strategy. That's where I can then set the amounts that'll carry over into my benefit booklet if I need to create one. Okay. Now I've completed the process of building out my policy. Now let's build out another policy and do age rated. So we're going to go back in here, go to policies, hit new. It's a business policy. I'm going to create my ID, make my own, put my group number in, pick my policy type, which again is my medical, attach it to my account, again pick my effective date. I'm going in arrears. If this is a prior plan that's about ready to renew, I'm going to grab 2019, October 1. Keeping going down with the process, I'm going to hit H banded this time. I'm going to pick my plan. Maybe it's a similar plan. My carrier is Anthem. If I start typing, it'll pull it in. status in force. Now I'm not going to put the rates in here because they're composite rates, right? I'm not going to put my contribution strategy in. So I've built out my policy. But if I want to put in my rates relative to my employees, so that'll load into my proposal, I need to take it one step further. I need to pull in my employees. So I'm going to pull in Beth. I'm going to put her premium in here. Maybe she's got a family, and her member premium is this, and her dependent premium is such. I'll pull this from my renewal. Okay, maybe I want to put in all of my employees. I'm going to have to grab each employee from Bob's Bakery. I'm going to put the total premiums in. Maybe it's just him by himself, but he's a little bit older. Okay, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm going to load all those premiums in. Okay, that's the difference between doing a composite policy and an age-rated policy. If I want to put these totals into my proposal, I need to add in the cost or the premiums per employee. That's how I do it. Now let's add that policy that we just built to a custom proposal. Keeping in mind that if we create an age-banded policy, we need to add that to an age-banded proposal. So we have an age-banded proposal here built. Standard proposal we quoted. We've got some plans that came over from our quote engine. But now we're going to add in our age-banded policy that we just built into our current versus our map. So we're going to hit New. Under our mappings, we're going to pull up our plan that we just created, our age-rated plan. We're going to go in and find a proposed plan that matches that is our mapped plan, which is our Anthem plan, and we're going to map it to our current policy. Hit Save. So now let's generate this proposal so we can see that custom plan that we just built added to our custom proposal. Once again, Conga Composer pulls up. We're going to make sure we have our age-banded enable, and then let's go under our current tab 1. That is where we've now put in our current plan that we built, which is our current policy, and mapped it to our mapped plan from our quote. And you can see I added a few of those folks, the current policy and their rates, and now we've got the corresponding premiums for each of those employees. There you go. Now we've successfully added custom plans to our library, and we've added our own policies to our accounts. Thanks and have a great day.